Unconditional love is always flowing. A source of well-being is always flowing. When you hold the vibration, the energy of unconditional love, when your body and your being, all levels of your being are holding that, allowing that flow of unconditional love, then things shift. So I think part of it is, how do I manage the fear that rises around what I see happening and what I'm afraid might potentially unfold? We tend to, when we're in those fears, find it hard to find our way back to that unconditional love. So then the question is, if holding unconditional love definitely helps our fear around whatever it is, what are my spiritual practices that help me when, as soon as I notice I get pinched by a fear, the sooner I notice it, the easier it is for me to bring myself back to a greater sense of I amness, a greater sense of unconditional love, greater vibration of that. Lack of forgiveness, if you will, prevents us from being in that flow, open to that flow. So when we offer ourselves forgiveness, and what we're saying here is letting go of the things that we're holding against ourselves, it opens us to that flow of well-being. We don't have to search for our unconditional love. We don't have to search for it. It just starts to shower us when we get that stuff out of the way. That's not how to get to unconditional love. Unconditional love is the antidote to fear. It's the antidote. So if it is that, then how do we get there? And that's the spiritual inquiry into our own ways from moving from recognizing fear, letting it be, and moving into a greater vibration of unconditional love, where then fear falls away. And culturally, what we learn about how we can hold feelings, what's allowed and what's disallowed, absolutely impacts us in how we hold, deny, allow, let go of our own emotions. A lot of those emotions have been very gender-based, what's allowed, who can cry and who can be angry, and that impacts us. Absolutely impacts us. And our awareness of how we're impacted by culture's expectations is really important, because we actually can't wait for culture to change, because culture will definitely not change without the individuals within the culture changing. That's actually what will change the culture, because the culture is its own egoic identity wanting to hold on to the way it is working exactly as it is. It's a force that presses on us in our own practice, yet we actually are the ones that hold the power in that shift.